Yo, guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the MLB games on Sunday, July 27th. And finally, guys, we've got a really good slate of games today. So I got 3 plays in this video, like always, that I'm going to get into in 1 second. First, though, before we do, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video. It's obviously free, takes 1 second to do, and helps me out so much. So really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post these free pick videos for you every single day. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. We did end up missing yesterday on Saturday. However, we are still hitting at nearly an 80% clip, guys. Absolutely insane. I don't think anyone's done that in the history of YouTube, honestly, for the stretch that we've been hot. I mean, we've been at almost 80% for nearly 2 weeks now. Absolutely insane. So still really good, and I think we've got a very good opportunity to bounce back tonight, keep it going. But again, guys, we're going to get into those 3 plays in a second. First, before we do, if you guys want to get in the VIP where you get extra slips texted directly to your phone every single day so that you can just copy paste and get the exact same lines I get in at and lock in at this same time. Super simple, super easy. All you have to do, go down to the link below where it says VIP picks. Click that, choose to do the month-long subscription, and then when you do that at the checkout, guys, use code MVP FIRE. You're going to get 90% off an entire month when you use code MVP FIRE. And then, again, you will get the plays texted directly to your phone every single day. I'm trying to get everybody to win with us while we're hot, guys. This was over the past few days. Up until yesterday, we went 12-0 on the picks, cashed every single play, went up like 20 units in the VIP. So if you want to get in the VIP, again, 90% off, guys, right now when you use code MVP FIRE right now. Links are down below, so make sure to use that code, get that discount before we get rid of it. So yeah, make sure to do that. But also, if you want free money, which obviously you all do because you're watching this video, because you want to make money sports betting, this is the best advice I could possibly give you. It's the best advice anyone could give you, honestly. Go right now to the links, which are also down below in the description. Download the Sleeper, Chalkboard, or Underdog apps, or all of them. And when you download these apps using code MVP, you're going to get $100 for free on each app. Actually, you could get up to $1,000 for free on Underdog. But obviously, Sleeper, Underdog, and Chalkboard will also give you a free half point square as well. It's a free win, so it's just going to boost your payout. So just take 5, maybe 10 minutes out of your day, and you could get at least $200, and then, you know, however much you want to max out on Underdog, because it goes up to 1,000 deposit match. It's the easiest way to make money right now. I've maxed out the deposits on all the apps, made a ton of money doing, I made a ton of money doing that. So, I mean, and I literally got everyone in my family to do it also. So I highly recommend that. Either get on yourself or get a family member on or something. Use code MVP so that you and everyone you know gets a ton of free money. I'll also hook you up with a free month in the VIP if you do that. But last thing I want to say, guys, if you or a family member, someone you know, if you use code MVP on any of those apps, again, you're going to get a free month of VIP. So if you already have all those apps, just get a friend or a family member on using code MVP, and I'll still give you the free month of VIP. So just text me once you're signed up, or your friend or whatever, 404-723-2672, and I will get you onboarded right away. Okay, but regardless, guys, all that links, all that stuff down below in the description. So make sure to go do that. But with that being said, guys, let's hop into the plays. Okay, guys, as you know, we do correlation slips here. We don't just pick random players in random games. We play one game per slip, and we project how it's going to go. It's a correlation slip. So as long as it goes as long as one play goes the way we project it to, then the others are more likely to hit. So we create our own edge with the correlation slip. So for the first one, guys, we're taking Kodai Senga, and we're taking him over 4.5 strikeouts. Okay, let's get into the data. Senga's recent form, honestly, been rock solid. In his last 10 starts, he's cleared this number 8 times, which gives us an 80% hit rate at this exact line. And that includes performances of 6, 7, 5, 5, 6, even a 7 strikeout outing against a really tough Dodgers lineup. So his average over that stretch is 5.4 Ks per game, very comfortably, above that 4.5 line where we need him to hit. But the volume is just as important, and that's where he really stands out. In terms of pitches thrown, he's averaging about 90 per game, with 5 of those 10 starts cracking the triple-digit mark. So he even had a 109-pitch outing, which tells us, the leash is still there. He's being trusted to work deep into games when he's needed. So that's massive for the strikeout props. Volume is obviously the bedrock. So let's look at that matchup. Again, he's facing San Francisco, where things will get really interesting. Over their last 10 games versus starting pitchers, the Giants have been a very beatable strikeout target. In fact, 62% of opposing starters have gone over their strikeout lines, with guys like Jose Barrios, Eric Lauer, Yoshinobu, all clearing their props, most of them with ease. So, yes, some guys have come in under, like Bryce Elder and Daniel Robert, but Senga's not in that tier. He's a different level of strikeout pitcher, and, that's priced accordingly. So, just to summarize, like he's hit this 80% of the time in his last 10. He's getting easily 90-plus pitches per outing, so he's got an elite leash. He's facing a strikeout-prone Giants team. And, guys, this is a pick where floor and ceiling both line up for us. As long as he gets through 5-6 innings, and there's every reason to think he will, we should be cashing this one. So we're locking in Kodai Senga over 4.5 Ks as the anchor of the slip. And then for the second pick, guys, we're taking, again, the same game correlation pick. We're taking Mike Yastrzemski under 0.5 total basis. Now, here's the deal with this one. This isn't just about fading the bat. The correlation here is we're on Senga for the over on the strikeouts and fading one of the Giants' lefty bats that Senga has a shot to neutralize early. So, if we start with his form, he's been ice cold. He's only hit this number 5 of his last 10. That includes a 1-for-4 night that just barely cleared. And then you dig into the last 5 games, and he's only hit the over once. He's batting 200 over that stretch and just has not had an extra base hit in over a week. So even though his last 10 hit rate is 50%, he's averaging just 0.6 total bases per game, which is actually below the line. So, when he misses, he's missing clean, just zeros. And then if you look at the matchup, right, Senga is a nightmare for hitters when he's on, especially against guys who just rely on making contact, okay? His off-speed pitch is a 24% whiff, and his breaking ball sits at 11%. That fork ball is just devastating. So, Yastrzemski's very vulnerable against that pitch type. Yeah, Yaz's metrics just aren't good, okay? He's got a 241 batting average on the season, 134 ISO, and against fastballs, which Senga throws over half the time, Yaz only barrels not even 9% of the time. So he's just not threatening. And then if you look at the ball profile, his hard hit rate is 42%. But that hasn't really translated into real production lately. His expected stats are underwhelming also. Look, even in his last 10 games, he's had more 0 total base games than 1+ base games. And he's getting 3.1 at-bats per game. So the volume, isn't bailing him out either. In 6 of those last 10, he didn't record a single total base. So, that's 60% hit rate to the under. And, even though he's going 2 for 3 against Senga historically, it's just a really small sample. We're not going to overweigh 3 plate appearances when the rest of the data just tells a more consistent story. So, he's not informed. Senga's in control. And this is just going to enhance that correlation. So, again, if we're projecting Senga to go over 4.5 strikeouts, we want a soft bat like Yaz to be one of those victims at the very least get rolled over. So if Senga's in rhythm, this benefits directly. It's not flashy, but it's sharp, guys. We're fading the cold bat here, locking in Mike Yastrzemski under 0.5 total bases. And then third leg, boys, to round out this slip, we're going to stay on the same side of the diamond, going under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for Rafael Devers. This one is sneaky sharp, okay? It ties directly into our Senga over pick, because if Senga is cooking on the mound, someone's production has to suffer. And, we're fading Devers here to give us leverage on that bet. So, if you start with the form here on this one, over his last 10 games, he stayed under in 5 of them, so it's a 50% hit. But when you zoom out, okay, his last 3, it's been 3 straight unders, combined total of just 2 HRR total. So he's come up cold against the Mets and has only cleared this number once since leaving Atlanta. Okay, so what's interesting also, Devers is still seeing 4+ at bats, 4.1 to be exact. So this isn't a volume issue; it's just a conversion issue. He's getting the chances, he's just not catching. And versus Senga, I mean, it's just not ideal. He's 0 for 5 lifetime versus Senga. No hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 0 production. Small sample, but again, it's not nothing. And when you add that to the fact that Senga's just been nails against lefties all season, holding them to a 245 batting average, 348, it's just the key here is also the pitch mix. Okay, Devers struggles versus off speed and breaking balls, and those just happen to be Senga's bread and butter. Okay, Kodai throws his forkball nearly 30% of the time and generates a 24% whiff. So that's the exact pitch Devers has whiffed on 18% of the time this season. So you pair that with Senga's breaking ball, and it's a really tough arsenal for Devers to square up, especially for multiple bases or counting stats. So, if you look at the advanced model that I've got, even the advanced model doesn't like it. He's only projected for 0.95 hits, 0.5 RBI, 0.5 runs. So add that up, that's just barely above a 1.5 line. And if he produces near his season average again, he's 0 for 5 versus Senga with no signs of positive regression incoming. So look, this is still Rafael Devers. Okay, he's a good player, but you're betting on the context here, which is cold bat, tough matchup, pitch mix disadvantage, and a direct correlation with our Senga over. So this is a fade the cleanup guy spot based on form, data, matchup. We're betting Senga, keeps him in check and just shuts down the big bats. So we're locking in Rafael Devers under 1.5 hits 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So that's going to round out the 3-pick slip, guys. Just clean, tight, fully correlated. Yeah, boys, so those are your 3 free picks. Again, make sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Before we get out of here, make sure to go use promo code MVP. You're going to get at least $300 completely free, 3 free squares on these games. And then on top of that, obviously, if you use code MVP Fire in the VIP, that's 90% off right now. We're probably going to get rid of that, maybe like a week, maybe 2, something like that. But so make sure to take advantage of that while you still can, guys. And like I said, literally all my picks, you will get texted directly to your phone as soon as I lock in, so you can just copy paste them. So it's super simple, super easy. You just have to get locked in using code MVP Fire for 90% off. But yeah, boys, with all that being said, these are the 3 picks for you for the games today on Sunday. Yeah, good luck with your bets. I'll catch you in the next one.